Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have an unboxing of the new Silhouette Cameo 5, and I did pick this up in the matte pink. It's a very pretty color. I do own the Silhouette 4, and that one is more like a bubblegum pink, which I love as well. I haven't had any issues with my Silhouette 4. I love my machine. I have always loved their software as well. You can do a lot more with their software. And then I had previous Silhouette machines as well, the older versions, but I do end up donating them to my kids' classrooms. They never broken down on me. I just moved on from the older machines. So for now, I do have my Silhouette 4 and now my Silhouette 5, which I'm very excited. So this is the box that it came in. Very pretty, was well packaged. Such a pretty box. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I have a lot of trouble getting rid of my boxes. I really keep them for a little bit and then I get rid of them eventually. So here's the machine. Very sleek design, very pretty color. And like I said, the machine itself is less boxy than the Cameo 4. And it opens very smoothly. So once you unbox your Silhouette machine, I think it's very important that you register your machine, and that will be under silhouetteamerica.com, and that will be under support. And here it will detect your language, or click the language that you want to use and hit continue. You want to make sure you're signed in to your account. If you don't have an account, you can create one. I have already registered my machine, so I'm all set up. But here you will pick the machine that you want to register, and then put in all the information like the serial number, date you purchased, and all that fun stuff. So my machine was a Silhouette Cameo 5, so we click on that. Once you register your machine, you will see this next step right here, and this is basically just an overview of what was in your box, where the cushions are located, and all the strips of blue tape that were on your Cameo machine. Just in case you missed anything, any tape, any foam, you gotta make sure there's none of that on your machine. Okay? So the only thing not included with your Silhouette Cameo 5 is a USB cable. If you have one laying around, keep it close by. I usually use it to download firmware. I find that it downloads a lot faster than via Bluetooth. And also, sometimes you would want to use your machine using the USB cable. A lot of people get better connection that way, just in case your internet is not working, you know, things like that. So keep it close by. So here on step 2, you will download and install software either for Mac or Windows. What I do is I remove my old software from my computer and I install new software, and that's every time I purchase a new Silhouette. That's what I do. You don't have to, but you know, that's what I've been doing for a long time, and I've never had any issues with my Silhouette Studio or my machines. Also, make sure when you're signed in to your Silhouette Studio, make sure you save all your work. I save my work to my library, and I have never lost any of my work. Here on step 3, you will get your free content. Here you will have to use your credit card in order for you to get your free designs and a 1-month design store subscription. Make sure if you're not going to use your subscription, make sure you cancel ahead of time. That way they don't charge you for the following month, but you do get to keep your free designs. Okay? In step 4, you will see the manual and a couple of videos on how to learn how to use your Silhouette. Okay, so it's very important that you register your machine and go to their website, and you will find a lot of information as well. I did go ahead and put my blade on there. To make my first cut, I will be using the Electrostatic mat. That is sold separately, and I believe it's $99. You do not have to purchase it. It is new technology to silhouette, so I did go ahead and make that purchase, and I can't wait to show you. But your machine does come with your blade, your sticky mat, your blade adjuster, and also this roll feeder. It is in the same color. In order to attach your roll feeder or your electrostatic mat, there is a piece down here on your machine that you will have to remove. Let me show you. Okay, so it's back here, and all you have to do is put these, there's these little latches on here, and just put them to the unlock mode. And then there's some arrows down here. All you have to do is I'm kind of scared to do this, but all you have to do is just lift up and it comes off. Okay, and then just put this back down. To remove this, make sure you put this in the box or a safe place where you're not going to break it or lose it. So to add the roll feeder to your machine, all you have to do is lift up your machine a little bit, align the roll feeder to the edge of your machine. You're going to see some like little edges, raised up edges there, and it should fall right in place, just like that. And move it, so make sure it doesn't move, so that means you did it right. If they do move, you have to go back and adjust it and put them on right. It's really not that complicated. Okay, so I will be removing my roll feeder since I'm not going to be using that, but like I said, you can leave this on your machine and you can use it just so your mat can sit on there. Okay, remove, all you have to do is lift it and it just snaps off place. Okay, so this is the box for the electrostatic mat. It is a pretty big box, and also they have other colors available. It just depends on the color of your silhouette that you chose. And when you open it, you get these really pretty designs on here. It's a very pretty box though. Like I said, I'll probably be keeping this for a little bit and then I'll get rid of it when the time comes. So in the box you get your electrostatic mat, of course. You do get one mat and some extra tape. Okay, so let's attach our electrostatic mat to our machine, and all you have to do is press these two little buttons. There is one on each side of your mat. You have to do is press them at the same time, and they go in just like that. To remove, same thing. Press on those two little buttons together at the same time, and then push back, and they come right off. Okay, so let's go ahead and put those back in. Okay, so once you have attached your mat to your machine, you will have to place this jelly mat on your surface. Otherwise, you will ruin your electrostatic mat and you will have to replace it. So you have to make sure you add this jelly mat on here. Okay, there's some guides on here that you can use. There's a little mark right there. Just place it on there, and then down here I just use that as a guide. Okay, and right now it moves around because I have not turned it on yet, so make sure you don't turn it on yet. Make sure you place your mat in your paper first and then turn it on. This is what we will be cutting, and up here on the settings I have it on Cameo 5, auto manual, electrostatic mat, and media size is letter. I'm not using 12 by 12 paper, so I have that on letter. And then we're going to go ahead and click on send. This will show up here. You will pick the material, action, and tool. I'm going to pick cardstock plain just because the vellum is a little thicker than my normal vellum. And then action is cut, and tool is on autoplay. It has been detected. So we're going to go ahead and click send. And this will show up. It says please load the cutting mat into the Cameo 5. So let's go to our machine and make sure we do all that. Okay, so here you have to make sure you click the power on button and that little light is on green. And then you push forward towards your machine. And then we're going to load our mat by pressing the little arrow key here on our machine. And that will load it further into our machine. Okay, make sure the Bluetooth light is on if that's what you're using. Make sure it's plugged in if you're not using the Bluetooth. Okay, so now let's go to our machine, not our machine. So now let's click send on our Silhouette Studio. The noise seems to be around the same. Maybe a little less quieter, but the clicking noise on the blade seems to be about the same. And that noise as well. Looks pretty good so far, so we'll see. Okay, let me take this off. Seems to do really good with vellum. Okay. Okay, so here's our vellum sheet. It did really good. I'm very happy with the results. All the pieces came right off. So I like that. Okay. So there you go. So stay tuned for more videos on using the Cameo 5.